Welcome back. And a civil society organization under the auspices of African Center for Leadership Strategy and Development under its project tagged Side by Side Movement for Gender Justice in Nigeria says poverty, sexual harassment, violence and discrimination against women are the major causes of women backwardness across the world. The officer in charge of the monitoring and evaluation of the center, LSD Victoria Udo, stated this at a media brief organized by the center in Abuja as part of activities to commemorate the 2020 International Women's Day. Clevy TV's Rose Aldu was there and now reports.
Briefing the media, the Monitoring and Evaluation Officer of the African Center for Leadership Strategy and Development, Victoria Udo, called on the Nigerian government and the organized private sector to push for an even development, as this will contribute to making life more meaningful for the Nigerian woman.
This year's International Women's Day comes with a renewed, extraordinary global outcry for women's rights, equality and social justice. Poverty, sexual harassment, violence and discrimination against women continue to engage public discourse, backed by an increasing resolve to break the silence. These factors and several others have been responsible for the age-long women backwardness in the world over. The theme for this year, 2020 International Women's Day, is I Am Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Rights. It is aimed at bringing together people of every gender, age, ethnicity, race, religion, and country to drive actions that will create gender equal world, the one we all deserve. The theme aligned with the UN Women's new multi-generational campaign, Generation Equality, which marks the 25th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, the most progressive roadmap for the empowerment of women and girls everywhere. The parents get empowered. I'm not sure there is any mother or father who has the capacity to send a child to school and will not do that. And so we crave and we pray that the government look into this issue of unemployment and see how we can empower parents, empower families, and encourage them to take these children to school.
On the theme for this year's International Women's Day, which is I Am Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Rights, Victoria noted that it is a call to every well-meaning Nigerian to get to work and give power to the woman in the society.
The side-by-side movement for gender justice in Nigeria joins the global human community in commemoration of the International Women's Day 2020. We call on governments, the organized private sector, and all and sundry to see to the effects, deployment and utilization of technology and innovation to drive development and make life more meaningful for women and girls in Nigeria and in the world at large. This year's theme is a clarion call and a chance to get to work, to give power to women in all affairs of our national life and guarantee women's rights to attain their full potentials and assume their pride of place as a duty and not privilege. This is an important step we must take in our collective drive to achieving the sustainable development goal of leaving no one behind.
Of the side-by-side movement, a champion of the Malala Foundation, Frances Okeke, explained that the side-by-side initiative, feminism means equal right for women, and education of the girl child is of top priority for the foundation.
We are working to see how we can ensure that there is an extension of these years for education to 12 years so that girls can have access to complete secondary school level of education. And we have seen a lot of results that this would give to a lot of girls, especially in the northern region where it's difficult for most of them to access education. We've seen that some of their parents, even though yes, there is free education, they wouldn't allow their children go to school. But with this, we see that there will be a lot of opportunities for them.
For the past 100 years, 8th March is observed every year to celebrate the International Women's Day.